Hey, Size. So, we've low key been leading up to this conversation for the last couple of episodes. First, when we addressed our imposter syndrome shadow, and then in episode 5, we talked about the power behind how we say things. So, today it only feels right that we talk about manifesting and the words we speak. I love this conversation because just like humans, it's always evolving. There are so many layers to unlocking your voice and your throat chakra. Today, we are going to explore how to realign your unconscious thoughts so they actually benefit your conscious goals, and how sometimes the words we casually say can hold us back without us even realizing it.
You've reached the Secret Society's Unfiltered AF hotline.
At the tone, please record your message.
If you are new here, welcome to the Secret Society. If you are returning, welcome back to the Sacred Circle. I'm your host, Sycrett Frison, and this is Unfiltered AF, where we heal out loud and in color. And today, we are unlocking the frequency of our words. I want to start by acknowledging that in healing out loud, I know that I won't always get it right. Sometimes I fall short and misspeak. I'll be real and admit that even today, I caught myself jokingly saying, "You make me sick." Now, let me go ahead and knock on wood because I don't mean that, but if I end up sick or feeling some type of way, well, I know why. Being conscious of what and how you say something isn't always a one and done thing. It takes consistency and awareness and a real desire to grow. Here's something that completely changed my perspective. The universe doesn't recognize negative or positive words. It simply responds to the energy behind them. So when you say, "I don't want this" or "I don't want that," you're focusing your energy on the thing itself, and the vibration that you send out is tied to what you're resisting and not what you're desiring. So instead, you shift your words towards what you do want. Try, "I would love for it to be this way," instead of "I don't want it to be like that." That simple reframe changes the energy completely. As someone who was raised in and under the flight or flight mindset, I personally had so many examples of different negative experiences around me. And if you've been there, give this video a thumbs up for me really quick. I'd find myself saying all of the things that I didn't want. I didn't want to be broke. I didn't want a bad relationship. I didn't want to live like that. But in saying this, I wasn't aware of this logic. So if you say, "I don't want to be broke," the universe hears broke. If you say, "I'm tired of being single," well, it hears single. It's like typing into your GPS, "Don't take me to the store." The GPS would probably be confused and be like, "Okay, but where do you want to go?" That's how manifestation works. When we focus on what we don't want, we unintentionally steer ourselves right towards it because our words are like directions. And just like Alexa, the universe is always listening. Have you ever noticed how once you start talking about something, suddenly it's like everywhere? Like, for example, you say you want a red car, and now every car you see is red. That's not always a coincidence. That's your brain tuning itself to what you've been speaking about. So imagine what happens when you're constantly saying, "I'm always tired," or "no one ever listens to me," or "I can't catch a break." Your mind starts scanning the world for proof that those things are true, and before you know it, it becomes your reality. If our words have that much power. Why not use them intentionally? Manifestation isn't just saying what you want and hoping it will come true. Many miss this part. It's believing it and feeling it and aligning your actions behind it. It's about shifting your internal dialogue from reactionary to intentional. The other week, I was listening to one of my group mentors, shout out Jessica Smith and the My Seven Figure podcast group. She mentioned briefly that certain things we say can bring different emotions and energy present. She said it can be really easy to say, I'm behind. And when you say that, it develops this energy of anxiety versus saying, I'm growing, and allowing that to create an energy of appreciation for the process. So instead of saying, I'm so behind, try saying, I'm learning in divine timing, or I'm not enough. Say, I'm expanding into the version of me that is ready for this. I also learned that our subconscious doesn't understand sarcasm or exaggeration. It takes everything we say as fact. So when you repeatedly speak something, you're teaching your mind to make it true. There was a season where I kept saying, I'm so overwhelmed, like it was my daily mantra. And one day I stopped saying that and I started saying, no, I'm figuring it out. And that's okay. And just that small shift changed the way I felt. My days didn't magically get easier, but my energy did. And because my energy shifted, I showed up differently. That's manifestation in real time. It's not magic, it's mindfulness. Your words are seeds, and your reality is the garden that grows from them. So, if you've been planting seeds of doubt, fear, or limitations, this is your reminder that you can always replant. You can choose new words, new thoughts, and new directions. So here's our reflection for this week. What's one phrase you've been saying that no longer serves the version of who you are becoming? And what's one truth that you are ready to start speaking into existence? Let me know in the comments. And remember, you don't have to get it perfect overnight, and you don't always have to get it right. Awareness in itself is transformation in motion. And know that every time you choose a softer word or a kinder thought, you're calling your power back and you're realigning with your purpose. So may your words this week be full of intention. May they echo faith over fear, and may you remember the universe is always listening, not to your perfection, but to your vibration. Thank you, Sirens and
That's
Sires.
beautifully put. There's something profound about trusting that our energy speaks louder than our flaws. The idea that the universe responds to our vibration rather than demanding perfection really resonates. It's like we're all just tuning forks, sending out our frequency and seeing what harmonizes back.
Thank you, Sirens and Sires, for sitting in this sacred circle with me today. If this message resonates with you, please share it with someone who could use a reminder that their voice is powerful. And as always, be you, be unshakable, and be unfiltered AF.